Welcome to a very special indoor edition of What Is It? The show that helps you understand what it is. And today, on What Is It? What it is Coronavirus 2019 edition. In late 2019, there was a coronavirus outbreak in Wuhan, China. Almost immediately, people began circulating videos online and on social media that it was a man-made disease that was accidentally released from a lab, at first infecting the local area, then the world. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's just the plot of the 1975 BBC drama series Survivors. Now we've retconned that theory, and now the virus comes from the wet markets in that region. Coronavirus is like the Puff Daddy of the virus scene. It can't settle on a name. COVID, coronavirus, or as some idiots call it, the Chinese disease. This is our wartime. We need a great, strong leader who has no fear.
I was at a hospital the other night where I think there were actually a few coronavirus patients, and I shook hands with everybody.
Amazing perseverance, doing the right thing.
I've taken a test that has come out positive, so I am working from home.
Right, yeah. But then something terrible started to happen. People started being clean. Who knew the apocalypse would be so sanitized, using toilet roll and hand sanitizer and washing our hands? I genuinely thought that after 3 days of self-isolation, I'll give up on wiping my arse altogether. There was a sudden urge to stockpile, and rather than food to stockpile, people started hoarding toilet roll. And now I've run out. Have you ever tried to wipe with the cardboard? Have you ever tried? So now we're living in the apocalypse, and maybe we're the zombies. We bought all the toilet paper because everyone else bought the toilet paper. And then we sit at home and we aimlessly watch the news and wait for the drudge of monotonous information to spill in. Some countries went into lockdown. Ha ha ha, look at these foreign countries who stereotypically hit each other with sticks. In this country, whilst on lockdown, you're allowed to leave your house for 3 main reasons. To visit your dealer, to see your local sex worker, or to leave your house for exercise with your local sex worker. If you weren't concerned about having coronavirus, it would only be a matter of weeks before you were. Coronavirus is like that girl that thinks she's a lesbian because she kissed her best mate once whilst drunk. It really wants you to hear about it. To stop the spread of coronavirus, you should wash your hands for 20 seconds. But what if you're stupid, or foreign, or both, and don't know how to count to 20? Well, no worries. There's a myriad of songs we've been constantly advised to sing whilst we wash our hands properly. My back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy just like that. Lick it now, lick it good, lick this pussy just like you should. Bitch like me moans and screams. Coronavirus can be fatal to those with a poor immune system or the elderly. It's like Harold Shipman got his wish and transferred his consciousness to a killer virus. But what if you can't self-isolate because you have to provide for your family? Well, the government's advice seems to be go home to die. Hi kids, it's me, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own face mask. What you will need is some glue, some scissors, some tape, an elastic band and a carrier bag. First, use those crazy wavy scissors. If you want to jazz it up, you can take some of your favourite Frozen characters and cut them out and put them on it. There you go, kids. That's how you make your own face mask. To be honest, kids, I am struggling. The government told me to stay indoors. And they told me, and they told me, and they told me, and they told me to stay indoors. And I couldn't get away from the news, and then when I turned on the news and everyone stayed indoors, the government said, look, everyone's staying indoors everywhere, so empty. But the government forgot about people like me that have trouble alone staying on my own indoors. I'm so glad I'm here and I have the puppets to keep me company. Let's see how Funny Bunny's getting along, shall we? Funny Bunny! He always cheers me up. Where are you? Oh no. Funny Bunny. What's happened? Did the virus get you too? Funny Bunny? Whilst watching the news, you'll one day get the feeling that actually you have contracted the virus. The burgeoning feeling will come over you like a kind of displeasure, like when your girlfriend tells you she's only doing pole fitness for the fitness part. I just stand here thinking, if this is our wartime, how will this influence everything in our lives moving forward?
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her face mask and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, what's all the fuss? And I say I just wanna touch all the poles on the bus. We go to a party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady standing less than 2 meters away from me. Everyone tells us, be careful not to touch, and we say it's fine, we've just touched all the poles on the bus. I feel wonderful because I touched the slimy poles on the bus. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I feel ill.
It's a time, more now than ever, that we need to stand together as a race. But this will set us apart. We'll become distant loners, slaves to the telly box whilst we await the daily vomit of bad news once more. We'll divide into distinct groups, those that can fend for themselves, those that need help and that we ultimately forget and neglect. Funny Bunny! and those that just carry on.
I say you realize we just touched all the poles on the bus. You realize we just touched all the poles on the bus.